last season they didn't get a real game against them just with the goalkeeper situation. Are you kind of embracing, looking forward to a chance to actually getting, to hopefully no goalkeepers get a red card again and getting to face Seattle for real this time?
I forgot about that, honestly. So I would say no for me personally, but just looking forward to it. We've been past 3 games, had good games and 3 wins. So looking forward to going down there. It's a great place to play, and hopefully we do well.
Has there been a different feel on the field just these last 3 games, getting those wins? Do you feel like anything's been done differently?
Probably just executed better in the boxes, defensively and in the attack. I would say been the biggest difference. Last game versus Philly was a tough game. I think you need games like that where we're not at our best against a tough opponent, but we still find a way to win.
And for Seattle, you guys play on turf. Boston played on turf. Charlotte, the injuries. Your coach said he kind of gives you the decision, like, do you want to practice on turf or not? But what do you guys usually prefer to do with these games coming up on turf?
I think it's different for most guys. I always like being on grass no matter what. I played on turf early on my career, or most of my career. But yeah, I think it just depends on the guys. Some guys have a preference, some guys don't have a preference. Depends how they feel that day, or if they have any nagging injuries. They might want to just be on grass. But I don't think it's a clear preference.
Thanks for being here. You played with Atlanta at a time when we thought, oh my gosh, they're going to replace Toronto as what we on the outside would refer to as a dynasty. Seattle was looking to probably etch their history in the dynasty realm when they came here for the 2020 MLS Cup, and Columbus put a stop to that. The Crew, with you on the roster, has enjoyed substantial success in the last 4.5 years. How hard is it for a team in this league to become that dynasty that we often associate with sports teams?
Oh, it's tough. I mean, because everything has to fall into place. In my opinion, it's not just the players, it's the coaching, it's the club. Sometimes, even leadership roles might leave, but you can keep some players, a core group. So I think it's very difficult, especially when you have now, there's so much movement. Players might come in and want to go explore different opportunities elsewhere. But no, it's definitely difficult, and I think I have a lot of respect for Seattle, what they've been able to do, not just past couple of years, but since they've come into the league. When I was in Portland, I think they made the playoffs every year, correct? Since they've been in the league, I think. So, no, they're a great franchise, but very proud of what we've been able to do since I've been here. Since the Haslams took over and the Edwards, so I'm grateful for them. But, I think Wilfried's done a great job as well with his staff and the players that they've brought in, the players that they've kept, maintaining that standard.
Does it blow your mind that when you came into the league, we were half the size of what the league is today?
Was it really?
Pretty close.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, 16 teams, I think it was.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, actually. That's crazy. That's a testament to the league and leadership and the owners, and the players as well, And, I think now you go to places and the stadiums are just, having soccer-specific stadiums. Watching the U.S. Game yesterday, St. Louis, just teams like that, and Cincinnati, us, have great soccer-specific stadiums and great fan bases. So it's definitely a testament to the league and its growth.
I want to ask you about something, and I'll try to make this as fluid as possible. Coach has talked about intention and execution in the last week, and how he's working with players now on a level under the execution part, with technical and tactical points of emphasis. Tactical being obviously the decision making, but technical being when a player receives the ball, does he take one touch or four? Does he touch and turn? Does he touch and play back? It seems like that's really minutia. I don't know if that's common for just Wilfried Nancy, or if you've seen that in your career. What's the reaction to that kind of detail coming from the coaching staff?
I think from the players it's great. I think we're looking for any type of way that we can improve. I think it's tough. I think the hard part when you've had success is finding ways to improve and either maintain that or get better. So I think he has to go to that much detail. Because that detail is going to make the difference now, especially when you're playing teams playing against low blocks. You're not getting as many clear chances as you normally would get against a tough opponent. So I think it's definitely warranted, and he has to be like that for us to continue to improve.
Right. And that's really the margin, right? That separates you from everybody else.
I would say so. Like I said, you know, because we created a lot of chances, you know, and then it just comes down to just putting those away. You know, even defensively, I think we've been great and solid, and then there's just one moment here or there that maybe we just, you know, that attention to detail wasn't there. So just putting it all together.
And it comes together when I look at the stats, and you've got 4 players in the top 25 in the league that are either accurate with passes or pass count. You've got the ball.
Yeah.
So it's just that one little thing. Is it the touch and turn, or is it the one-touch playback?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just, you know, myself as well, you know. There's just so much going on in the game sometimes that you want to watch the game back and, oh, you missed this or you missed that. You know, you could have played this pass instead of that pass a little bit in front of him, and then, you know, it's a different picture. So always looking at those things personally, you know, I think Wilfred's doing a great job as well, getting the group to see those things as well.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, guys.